Good evening, class. My name is Kenneth Allen, one of the students here in your science class. Hey, Dr. Rosengrant. So anyway, back to business. Today I'm going to talk about identifying and analyzing the characteristics of earth science and its components, as well as the process of some type of soil formation. I am in my backyard. I figured this is probably the best spot for me. Gives me that one-on-one time with some nature here. I'm going to flip the screen here. I'm going to show you where we're coming from. As you can tell as you walk with me, this is my backyard here. Let's see if I can give you a better view here. It's my backyard. A lot of wilderness here, a lot of grass, a lot of earth science here. So I figure what better place to do my project than to do it in the backyard. Recently, I planted some St. Augustine grass. So my soil had to be really good to give it some type of growth here. As you can see the difference here, this is the front of my grass here in the St. Augustine, and then on the side of it some Bahia grass. But we're not here to look at the type of grass that I have here, but it is part of the presentation here today. So before we get started, well, we've already started. I want to tell you a little bit about the soil. The soil is the upper layer of the earth in which plants grow, a black or dark brown material typically consisting of a mixture of organic remains, clay, and rock particles. The United States Department of Agriculture states, soil is a natural body comprised of solids, minerals, and organic matter, liquid and gases that occurs on the land surface, occupies space, and is characterized by one or both of the following: horizon or layers that are distinguishable from the initial material as a result of additions, losses, transfers, and transformations of energy and matter, or the ability to support rooted plants in a natural environment. That's actually coming directly from the USDA. So I made a chart kind of giving you the characteristics of soil types. Let's see if we can take a look here. As you can tell, this is my chart I got basically on the tree here, and I'm just going over some of the characteristics of soil type. I'm going to try to zoom in here a little bit so you can see a little bit better here. So as you can see here, the characteristics of soil types are clay, loam, sand, and silt. And then I got my soil profile here where I'm showing the top layer. I don't know if you guys can see it here. The top layer of the soil, and then it varies from there. It goes all the way down to as far as rock. So let's go into it a little bit more. The clay soils, which are, let me see if I can scroll over here a little bit. There we go, so you guys can see the characteristics here. The clay soils warms slowly and cools slowly. It has high CEC, so fertile. It retains high levels of water, which can lead to working and drainage problems. The silt soil, which is good water retention, can be fertile, easier to work with, as well as unstable soil structure can lead to capping and waterlogging. Sand soils, quick to warm and cool, drain freely, which makes them easy to work, but also prone to drought. Organic matter breaks down quickly. Very sandy soils can have unstable structure. Nutrients leach out as no CEC. And last but not least, which is the loam. The loam is the best of all worlds. Structured is easily worked into crumb aggregates. Good CEC combined with good drainage and water holding capacity, and it is easy to work with. To my right, which is the soil profile, if you can notice, I have it marked there with the grass on top there. And then right below that, you have your O, which is it's about 2 inches of soil. It's the humus on the ground surface. And then right below that, I have my A horizon, which is about 10 inches down. Another layer of soil. It's the topsoil. It's rich in organic matter, typically dark color, also called zone for leaching. My B side, which is my subsoil, about 30 inches, also called zone of accumulation, may contain soluble minerals such as calcite and acid climates. And then last but not least, which is my C horizon, weathered bedrock, like rotten rocks, something like that. It's kind of like a rotten portion of the rock, of the soil, and it lies below the soil itself. So that's kind of like the characteristics of the soil as well as the soil profile. So I want to take a look at what this soil actually looked like. I'm going to actually come out here and dig up some of this myself. It was interesting. But as you can see, I got my gloves here so I can get started. I started pulling some of my grass out in the soil itself and just started noticing just the texture of the soil and how deep it goes down. I can go even deeper than that. When I planted this, I didn't have really good soil at first, but I did was able to put a couple of layers up to actually bring this soil to feel as good as it does now. Doing the test on it right here, and got all on my hand there, but anyway, I did the field method test, which it says the field method test, it is the moisten and water and rub between the thumbs and the fingers. The way the wet soil slicks out, it gives a good idea of the content, the clay content. The sand particles are kind of gritty, it says, and the silt has a floury or talcum powder feel. I didn't feel the talcum powder feel on it, but I did feel the gritty portion of it, the sand version of it. So maybe I had to go a little bit deeper. But that was my my test here on the soil and analyzing it, as well as showing you guys some of the components as well. Thank you, and look forward to seeing you guys in class. Bye-bye.